Hello, 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 all my funky junk friends. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a great day and been following along for our Stencil Soul Sisters. I'm going to move you over here just a tish and up just a little bit right here. We go. Anyway, so how are we doing? You've been following along. Was that awesome what Shanna just did? Cute, 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 very cute. So, how is everyone? Are you having a great Sunday? I hope so. Let's make sure. Hey, Miss Mary Miller, how you doing, girl? Just want to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be. Let me refresh my page over here just to double check. And it doesn't want to refresh, of course. Boom. Let's try this. Here we go. So hello, Sharon. Hi, Sydney. It looks like we must be where we need to be. So that's fantastic. So how are you guys? Are you guys having a good day? I hope so. It's Sunday, fun day, right? Thank you, Melissa. Fantastic. All right, so let me just drop my screen down here so you can see what we're getting ready to take off and do. So, got some goodies sitting here. First project we're going to start with, hello, Carol, is I have this sweet little acorn right here, as you can see. And what I thought I would use is the new stencil from the fall collection. It's Welcome to the Nut House. Now, look, that's not going to fit on there, but we're going to make it fit. We're going to make that fit. And, of course, I want to do the cap on the acorn a little bit differently. So we're going to pull out the sweater stencil right here and use it up at the top. And I got out some good old salt wash right here. So we're going to be using a little bit of salt wash and all that kind of fun stuff. Now, if you guys follow me, you know that there was a little instance about a week ago where I was not able to finish a live, and I had started this project right here. It's part of the Howdy Pumpkin stencil set that Miss Melissa did early this morning or early afternoon. And then this truck right here, I wanted to put on the bottom here. We're going to finish this if we have time so that we can get it finished. I had done the Vaseline chippy method on there, and we had just got that stenciled, and we were getting ready to do the truck, and I wasn't able to finish. So we're going to do that if we have time. So let's get started here. The first thing I want to get started on is I want to get this cap done. And the reason I want to get it done is because I want to use the salt wash. And so, of course, it needs to dry a little bit on there. So I'm going to try to use salt wash in my stencil. Should be able to. If it doesn't work out, guess what we'll do? We'll sand it off and do something else, right? Not a big deal. So I'm going to start with this, the cap on the acorn here. I'm just going to use this stain right here. It is the Minwax water-based stain. I have my iPad turned sideways, so I keep jumping around. Water-based stain, and it is in, let me see what this color is. Oh no, it's faded. I can't read it. It's brown. How's that sound? It's probably like an oak or something like that. Guys, I'm sorry. So anyway, so we're just gonna put this on. We're just dabbing it on. I'm using a staining pad here, and this one's got some other colors on the other side, and that's okay. We're just gonna use what we've got sitting here. But now, if you look at that, that is super duper dark. I think that's a little dark for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get my staining sponge a little bit wet right here where I don't have any stain. It doesn't want to soak in there very good. There we go. And I'm going to just lighten this up a little bit. See how easy it is to lighten up your stains and stuff. Since they're water-based, you can wipe that back very easily. And there, that looks a little bit better. I keep wanting to pick it up. We'll get used to these new setups. We will get used to it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop this down real quick. I apologize for the noise, but if I don't, I'll end up with it spilled somewhere. So I'm gonna wipe that off real quick, just so we have a clean surface there, guys. So Have you guys had fun today watching everybody? Everybody has, yeah, it's brown. I don't know. It's probably like, it looks kind of like an oaky color. So my definition of a color, brown. It's brown. So whatever works. So, well, let's do this first. Let's get this dry a little bit because I'm going to flip this down. Hi, Jeannie. Thank you for sprinkling because I have a hair that's tickling my nose. So, we'll just do this side here with just the table so y'all can see what's going on with everything. So, it has been a fun day. It's been such a fun and exciting day. Our event was called Fall. We had a couple Halloween projects that happened on there, but you guys stay tuned for next month. Next month, we will be doing Halloween. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. The Essential Stencil has some amazing Halloween stencils and lots of new ones and stuff like that. I think a lot of them are sold out even because they're so cool. But I'm going to put a little piece of tape there because I want my stem to stay brown. All right, so let's grab this. Let's grab some a cup here. And I was going to say, I thought I'd put out some paint. Hello, Miss Cindy. Yes, lots of fun projects. You guys, I want to make sure that you guys know that whenever you come live on any of my lives, you can come live as your business page. You don't have to worry about switching back and forth. I don't have a problem with that. And anybody that's on here that sees somebody new, hit that follow button. Because there is such wonderful, amazing creators out there that are doing all kinds of fun and exciting things. I don't want you to ever miss it. Okay, so I'm mixing up my salt wash here. Okay. This is a teeny tiny mixer. It would be a little bit easier if it was a little bit thicker. All right. So here we go. We got that all mixed up right there. All right, now I'm going to use a makeup wedge. And the reason that I'm going to use a makeup wedge is because I'm going to stencil with that salt wash. If I would use my stencil brush, I'm just going to push it down. And I kind of want it to stick up a little bit. You know what I mean? So I haven't even opened these yet. This is a fantastic set too. Look at all these fun things that are in here. Look at that. We have the footballs, the sweater, the pumpkins. This plaid is amazing. This is like a leopard right here. And then of course the harlequin diamond type of fall thing. It's really cool. Now I think, what way should these go? Should these go up? I think they go up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that I'm off of my project. I don't want to go here and then have a line there. So I kind of want to go and make sure it's off up there and off down here. But I kind of want it to be a little bit straight going across there so I can line it up real easy. Okay, so what I'm going to do, since I'm going to be kind of pounding down on top of my stencil, I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tape there. I don't normally tape my stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of tape there so that I think that's halfway, so that it will stay in place a little bit better for me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wipe my little stir stick off a little bit with some stuff. And here we go. Now I'm going to grab me a plate real quick. I know, great patterns. I absolutely love them too. They're really cool. How you guys didn't need to. Well, I'm gonna get this dirty again because I kind of need my paint on my. It's gonna be hard to reach down in my cup. Put some on this. There we go. I'd have to grab some more, but we'll just do that right there. Okay, now see how that's really thick and it has some texture in there. But I still need to be careful and not use too much and cause bleed through. So I've not done this before, y'all, so this may end up being a disaster, or we may go, oh my gosh, that's really cool. I don't know. We'll find out, right? Right. Now, I'm not real particular about getting every single little spot. I'm probably going to go over this twice just to get some more texture built up on there. But just kind of getting the first coat down right here. I think this is going to be neato. So, but I wanted to kind of do the top here first because, the salt wash takes a little bit of extra time to dry. And I'm just trying to be real gentle. I don't want to make my stencil bow up because that will cause bleed through. So I don't want to really hold it down like that. You can see how it pops up. But see how, you guys seen how it was just kind of jumping around a little bit. But let's see. We're just going to do the best that we can. Just do the best you can. So I know it is great patterns and they're fun to do all kinds of fun stuff with, to get yourself some really cool backgrounds and things like that. I love doing backgrounds. That's my favorite part about creating, is just coming up with backgrounds. Just keep adding color and adding, different textures and things like that. I just love it. I love it. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. See what that looks like? That looks kind of cool. I don't know if you guys can see on there real well, but there is some texture there. So I'm happy with that. So now we need to get lined up over here. Okay. Now see, I'm going to miss my end over here. We don't want that. So I'm going to look, and it looks like they're lined up right along that edge there. Okay, I'm gonna do the best I can. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it worked out good, it's worked out good. We're not gonna go crazy over. What's nice about these stencils too is you can see through them, so you can kind of see through them to line your stuff up. So that looks about right to me. I'm gonna just tap that down there, and here we go with some more of this. Here, let's get some of that off. Now see right there, I got a big old blob of salt wash, which is totally cool. So I thought this was a sweet little acorn. I just cut it out just a little bit ago on my laser because, as you guys know, I'm always changing my mind. I've had planned out what I wanted to do all for, I don't know, probably a week or so, and then I decided that, you know what, I want to do this little nut house one because I just think it's really cute, and decided to cut this little acorn out to do it on. I was going to do a porch leaner, but honestly, I actually had an order come in for a porch leaner, and I only have one piece of wood left, so I would have needed to go to the store. So just be honest here. I would have had to go to the store, and I didn't want to, so I switched my project. So I'm just going to be honest there. Okay, let's see how I didn't do too bad lining it up. Not too terribly bad. But looky, I want to hold that up and show you. But looky, isn't he cute? But look at the texture. Can you guys see that texture on there? I think it looks really, really cool. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to sit that over here to dry, and we are going to take our stencil. I always save my tape because I can reuse it. I'm going to take the stencil and sit it over here, and we'll wash it after that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to waste all this paint that I have here, and I'm just going to kind of paint the bottom part of here with this. Just going to kind of dab it on so I have some texture there. I don't want it to be super duper textury, but I don't want to waste it either. So we're just going to dab the paint on with this, with our stencil, or our, whatever this is, makeup wedge right there. See how it's not a lot of texture. We do a lot of texture a lot of times when we do the salt wash. We really like to add a whole bunch of texture. This doesn't have a lot, but just enough. But I think adding that extra texture, especially to your fall projects and stuff like that, kind of make you think of like the sweater, of course, the warm and cozy and stuff like that. Oh, I have lost a bunch of my tan, Miss Lady. But yeah, it's been so hot the last 2 weeks here in Indiana that hot and humid, so I haven't really been out a whole lot. Now we did mow earlier this week, so, but with my work schedule, I haven't been able to get in the pool like normal. It's just been a crazy summer, crazy summer. But yeah, the texture to me makes me think of the warmth and stuff of fall and stuff like that. So I really like to add that on here. So right there we go. How does that look? That looks pretty good. It looks a little, on camera, it looks a little splotchy. It's because some's thin and some's lighter. But it will dry to be pretty. I don't have to worry about up here because our hat goes up there. So let's sit this over here to the side and let's start getting this a little bit dry. So let's see. Hi, Miss Sharon. Hey, Kimberly. Halloween is fall. Halloween is part of fall. Yes, that's true. It does happen in the fall. So there we go. But there's Jeannie from Clifton's Crafty Casa. She was our guest presenter last month. This month we had our sweet friend Becca from Be Painting with Becca. She did an amazing job, an amazing project. Just absolutely loved that. So let's get this a little bit dry. Now, you guys, if I tend to work a little fast. So if we end up getting both of these projects done, I actually have a third one down there. Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, so see, this is what this guy's going to look like when we get it all done. See, that's kind of cute, just like that. Just like that. So, but I wanted to show you guys, you don't have to necessarily use your stencils the way that they come. See, this is a pretty big stencil. It's supposed to be like on a 17, 18-inch round. And see, I need to make sure that I am below the point of my little hat. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take a pencil. I have one right there. And I'm going to make a very faint line or a mark. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. I should probably sharpen my pencils. Here's one. I'm just going to make a little line here so that I know where I need to be below. So that I don't, I mean, there's marks there, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so I'm just going to put Net House on mine. All right. Now I'm going to start at the bottom because I would like to get all of house onto here. And then we'll put nut, we'll slide it down just a little bit. Now I don't have to have absolutely every single part of this H and this E on here. And I'm probably not going to worry about this section right here. So I'm going to take my tape they used earlier and I'm just going to tape that off right there. Okay. Now let's just use some brown, some good old brown, since we're doing an acorn here. Now this is just burnt umber. There. Just put a little bit on my plate. I'm just going to grab me a stencil brush right here. So, yes. Yeah, I don't want to go to winter. Bonnie, you're absolutely correct. Halloween is the first part of that. So, okay, when you get your stencil, you guys have watched people all day, you know this. It's way too much paint, obviously. Way too much. Okay, we kind of work it off of there. Rub it, get it worked up into our stencil brush. We want it up into the stencil brush. We don't want it all sitting on the end. We want the end of our brush to be fairly dry. Do you see how it's dry? There's no shiny there. You can also take you a paper towel and just to make sure you don't have any blobs of paint. Okay, and then I like to go in a circular motion, and I always tell everybody less is best. If you want to do multiple coats rather than trying to do it all in one coat, you need some more paint, just go over to your land of offload here. I'm not grabbing more paint, I'm just going right there like that. And me swirling is making my camera move. My camera before wasn't on my table, and now it's on my table. So I may have to rethink this setup again because I don't want to make you dizzy by swirling. Okay, so right there we go. So we got house on there. Look how fast and quick and easy that was. Right there. I didn't get every single spot. I just got where I needed to get. So we have house. See that? Now, I'm going to touch that with the dryer just a little bit. Yes, it was fun to watch you, Becca. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so now we want to get nut house on here, just nut on here. So I'm going to go right there's my house, and I'm just kind of sliding it down, just like that. Now the welcome to, we could take the welcome to and put it on our cap. We'll see after we glue it together if we like that or not. So let's see, I need to kind of hold this in place a little bit. I don't want it to move on me too terribly much. So I'm just going to take this tape right here and put it where that swirly guy is. Now I'm going to go ahead and go up the swirly, and that'll cover part of it. And so that swirly mark will end up being underneath the cap to our acorn. So I'm still going to do all of this fun little cross here. And I think it'll look okay. I think it'll look cool. It will look cool. So is everybody, I think all the kids are back at school, and all that kind of fun stuff. Football season started. All the fall goodies are going on. I have a junior this year. My granddaughter's a junior. My other granddaughter is a freshman. And my grandson is a kindergartner this year, which is totally crazy to me. And so we're back into the full swing of school and sports and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, so I'm going to sit this right up here and see when we put that on. See how that's going to look? I think that's going to be kind of cute. Now, before I do that, I can either I'm going to take my stencil brush. I'm going to take my stencil brush, and I'm going to go right along the edges on here. We call that framing it in. Miss Shanna from Frame It and Contain It was the first person that I've seen do it, and I just really liked the way that looked. So I usually do that on almost all of my projects. Always give Miss Shanna the credit on coming up with that. I think that's in her name. Frame it and contain it, right? So, framing your project right there. The fan's on, and it's kind of drying my brush pretty quickly. That's okay. But it kind of antiques it a little bit. You can also do that with the waxes and stuff like that. I have never really used the wax. I bought some. It's sitting right there. And I just have not used it yet. I need to get it out and use it because I think that I would like it. I watch Melissa use the wax a lot, and it always looks so cool the way that she does it. And I just haven't done it. Haven't done that. Maybe I need to do that on my next project. I should have done it on this one, right? Okay, so see how we kind of just framed that in? Now what I want to do is I'm going to take my stencil brush, and I'm just going to kind of go over the top of my nut here, and it's just going to pick up those edges or those peaks that the I don't know why that's white right there. Pick up the edges and the peaks of the what is it? Salt wash. I don't know what that red spot is either. Okay, so I'm going to dry that spot a little bit so we can grab it. So this is a quick and easy, fun little project. I thought it was kind of cute. I thought it would be cute to do. You can take this little sign and you could put it on looking for my glue. You could put it on a, I'm just going to use wood glue because it's right here. You could put it on a wreath. You could hang it on your door. You could put it on a door in the, maybe I might. Nope, I'm not going to use that today. We're going to use our stick fast, and it's stuck too, I'm sure. Nope, it's opening. I've just been having a darn time with my glues lately. I don't know what my deal is. I don't think I'm getting my lids back on all the way, and I'm paying for it because my lids are sticking on my glue. Now you're gonna laugh. See, I just used a board that had some stuff on it because I knew that it was going to be covered up. This was a mistake that I had made when I did a project actually last Halloween. If you can believe that I still have this board. It was stuck over there because I knew I could use the other side for something else. And I just had not used it yet. Okay, so I put some of that glue on there. I'm going to lay this over here because it'll stick to everything. And we're going to just drop this thing down on here. Just like that. Now let's make sure we got it lined up pretty good. There we go. And we'll just push that down. I don't know if we want to add the welcome to. I think just the nut house is kind of cool, like it is right there. I'm just going to hold that for a second. Hello from Alabama. I'm telling you what, that pig was adorable, Shanna. Absolutely adorable. That, and I love your goat that you do sometimes. You've had to cut out for a goat for some things too, and it's just absolutely adorable. Adorable. I love it. Love it. I love it. I love it. Because you know what we could do is we could take some of these leaves and kind of have them. This is from the Words Every Year I Fall for You set right here. There's some leaves in here. Let's pull these out. I know I already did a lot of the things, but well, I wonder why that won't open. Weird. So, oh, I cut my paper. That's crazy. Never had that problem before. But we could put a few little, just some, maybe these small little leaves. Just put a couple of them here and there. Let's do that. Let's just add a little more things because it looks kind of bland. I like it, but it does look a little bit bland. Okay. Now when I'm doing stuff like this, I will grab my pieces that come in my project or in my stencils, and I cut them up and I use them. Oh, honey Beverly, you're not on replay. We are live still. We are still live, and we're happy that you're here. Okay. Now I could have done. See, I got way too much paint on my brush. You see that? But we're not going to fret about it. It's okay. It's okay that happens. We're just going to put a couple little leaves here. But anyway, I use my inserts and I cut them up to help cover up other things, so if I don't want to get them I don't want to stencil over them. It's just an easy way rather than trying to tape everything a lot of times. Just like that. See, I think that added just a little something extra. It would have been kind of cool to do it in like orange or something. I didn't think about it. But right there. Okay, now let's leave it alone before we make it too messy. Right there. But I think that turned out kind of cute. What do you guys think? Put us a little hanger on that. But what I was trying to say, and I stopped talking, was you can take this little sign. He's about 12 inches long. He's about 12, right at about 11 and a half. But you could take this sign and put it on a wreath, hang it on your cabinet in your house. You can do all kinds of fun and easy things with it. But I just thought I'd show you. So see, kind of cute. I like him. I think he's really, really cute. Right there. And turned out great. Turned out great. Okay, you guys, let's, I will stain the back of this when we are all done because I like to finish the backs of my projects too. So let's sit him right over here, and we're doing good on time. So let's grab this right here. Now, like I said, what I had done to this was I had let's see. I used the Valspar Antiquing Glaze. Then I put Vaseline on it. And then I went over the top of it with white. And then I just scraped it. Okay. And then I did the Howdy Pumpkin, which is part of the, it is, oh, what stencil is that? The Howdy Pumpkin. It is, it's a, for a round. And then it had, it has like the cowboy boots and stuff like that. My gosh, you guys. So I decided to pull this out because I want to put this truck on here. Now I want to do my truck in navy blue with the with salt wash. So we're going to do that right there. I'm thinking. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just want to do navy blue. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull my blue out. I think this is the blue that I used a minute ago or last time, just the plain old navy blue. So we're going to use that and we're just going to get started. Now, when you're doing like these trucks and stuff, see these really thin parts right here? You have to be real careful with those. You have to make sure that they stay down and they don't move and stuff. And I'm going to show you what I usually do. Let me grab another plate. I use tons of plates, ladies. Oh, let's pull that out of there. Let's just get one. But I really am liking the navy blue with a lot of the projects for fall and winter and stuff. Even this spring, I thought the navy blue on stuff was coming out really cute and stuff. So we're going to do the truck first because I want my flowers and stuff to hang down over the top. I'm not going to get all upset and all crazy. I am going to pull these out right here. If I would happen to get blue where the flower is supposed to be, or the yellow from the sunflower where the blue is supposed to be, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So I'm just going to take me some paint right there. And again, I'm just going to work it up into my bristles and off the end of my brush, just like that. And we're just going to get started. Now my wheels can be black, but I'm not going to fret about that right this second. Right this second, I'm going to worry about getting the blue on there. Now here's where I have a really thin bridge. Okay, what I like to do is I like to hold my brush straight up and down, and I go right over the top of that bridge. I'm kind of holding it down as I do it. All right, because I don't really want it. It's going to move. You can't help it. It's going to move. Okay, but I'm trying to hold it in place so that I get that line on there. Okay, now I didn't get it perfectly. But like I said, we're not going to fret about being perfect and stuff like that. We're just going to get it all on there because, as I always say, and I've said for a long time, if people are looking so close at your project and, yay, Caroline, and they say, hey, you've got a little bit of bleed through right there, or you've got this is wrong or that wrong, they're not our people. They're not our people. And poop on them for being negative, right? We don't want that in our life. We want happy and things like that. And I'm telling you, ladies, most of the time on stuff like that, you're the only one that sees it. Nobody else sees it and stuff. So don't be hard on yourself. Just look at the big picture, and it's a beautiful handmade project that you made yourself. And don't worry about it. So now see, I'm going right up to those leaves. I'm getting blue up where the flowers and stuff are supposed to be. And that's okay. That's okay. Because this project here does have a lot of little bridges on it. So you just kind of got to go a little bit slower than you normally do. So now I'll come back over it with the black around the tires, but I'm just kind of wanting to get the blue on first, and then we'll get the other added on there. It's great to see you, Caroline. Great. Thank you, MJ. And there's Jeannie. So some fun things that are going on at Funky Junk Inspirations, if you want to hear about them, is our group that we have called Take 5. this next month, we are having a pumpkin contest, and we would love it if you would join our pumpkin contest. Now, you can go over and you can join the free group called Take 5. It is a free group. Now, to get into our pumpkin contest, it is $10. And here's what the $10 is. With the $10, you get to join our subscription group for the month of September, which is a private group that you have 4 creatives creating for you. A different creative each week doing a project in there. So you, for the $10, you get to try out the VIP, you get to join our pumpkin decorating contest, and the winner actually will win a $25 gift certificate. So it's like a win-win. You get to try our group out for half price, and with the possibility of winning a fun little gift card for $25. So I'd love it if you do that. And the way that we'll determine the winner for that is we're not judging each person. Your entry will be put into our group, and then you the most likes is the winner. Fun, right? Fun. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that up. Now see what the truck looks like. Now look, see, I didn't do it perfectly. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, right? It's good enough. We're not going to fret. Now I'm going to put my blue over here, and we're going to grab our other colors. We need orange, we need green, we need yellow, and we need brown. So we have there, orange, green, orange, right here we go. Okay, so let's get our orange on first for our little pumpkins right here. Now I'm just using pumpkin for my pumpkins right there. Here we go. Just like that. And again, just being careful and just kind of blending them all together here. How fun is this? Now you can, what's kind of cool about when you're stenciling and things like that, is you can go back in after you're all done stenciling, and you can highlight a lot of your stuff. Like we could put highlights on these pumpkins and things to make it look like, you know, a little more 3D effect type thing. If you want to, you do not have to, but if you would want to do that, see that right there? Pretty cool. Okay, so let's grab some green for our leaves right here. And you guys, I'm just going to use the same stencil brush. I don't need to get another. I know, Sharon, I absolutely love the navy on the truck. I know we always do the truck in red, it seems like, but I'm really liking it in the navy. Okay. Now see, I'm just kind of blending that. Now it's going to kind of go up on the orange, but it's all right. Not a biggie. There's one right there. Now I could take my little guy here and try to do better about not getting it all over the place. But again, it doesn't bother me in the least bit. Okay. So now let's jump over to our yellow for our sunflower. Now, I am going to get a different brush for it, but we'll put our little bit of this King's Gold here and do our sunflowers, and then we'll fill in with the brown, and we'll pretty much have this guy completed. Here we go. Now, did you guys watch what I did? I put that right in the orange rather than the yellow. So our sunflowers are going to be orange-yellow color. But I want more yellow than orange, so I tell you, ay. So go right around here, which sunflowers aren't perfectly yellow anyway. So that's how that worked. And I missed a leaf right there, so let's grab some more green. There's this leaf right there. Okay, so now I am ready for some brown. I'm gonna put a little bit of brown on here, just like that. I'm using that same brush. I'm gonna use that same brush because No need to get a whole bunch of them. If you go lighter to dark, a lot of times you can just keep using the same brush if you want to. Okay, let's get the stems here. Little curly cues in the centers of our sunflowers. Now that kind of looks like I pretty much got all of it. I'm going to set this right here. And let's just lift this up. We're going to hold it down, but we're going to lift it up and we're going to just kind of look at it. And I think we got everything. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it off just like that right there. And boom, looky there. That turned out really cute. I really like that. Now this stencil comes with a little sign. Let me see if I can find the packaging, because I think it's right here. Yes. Okay. But my little stencil's not in the package. Well, anyway, the stencil comes with a, see how it says, oops, let's turn it this way. But see how it says harvest? You can put harvest on the tailgate of the truck. But since I had said howdy pumpkin at the top, I didn't want to say harvest across the back of the truck. So you could do, you could put that on there if you want to. Now I'm going to kind of look at this, and I'm going to grab my plate that I just dropped on the floor. I'm going to kind of look here and see my yellow there. I'm going to just take my blue like this, and I'm just going to kind of hit up in there where I came down just a little too much for my taste. Right there we go. That was about it. That's all I wanted to do right there. But see, I think that turned out really cute. Now, of course, we're not done. We're not done. So we need to frame this in, and I'm going to frame it with dark blue because I'll probably end up painting the back of it blue when I hang it up. So I'm going to go ahead and what I do a lot of times is I'll just go along the edges with the blue like this to get the blue color on the edges. You see what I mean? Right there. And what that does is it comes around to the other side. Okay. Now I use my stencil brush. Now this sign right here is a sign that I cut freehanded. So it's not a perfect circle. So if you're looking at it going, well, that doesn't look like a real circle. That's why. But I'm just kind of going along here. And that kind of does the framing effect also that we did on the other one. So I like to do it like that so that my edge isn't raw wood color. So, you know, when you hang it up somewhere, it doesn't look funny. Now, a lot of times I'll take my wood rounds or even my regular signs that I make. I usually like to make them double-sided, and I'm sitting here thinking about that. And I think I might make this one double-sided, so I might not put just blue on the other side. I may put something else on there. But see how that also framed that in a little bit? Now I'm just going to go along here and kind of work that in a little bit so it kind of blends over to the edge a little more. See how it's kind of blended rather than just like a line along there. Now you want to be careful when you grab your board from the side after you just painted it and then touch it like up here, because I probably have blue paint on my hand. You don't want to get more blue paint, a fingerprint or something like that. So be mindful. So anyway, who is excited for the Halloween stencils? I got my bundle and I'm absolutely loving them. You guys, I cannot wait. I've got some ideas for the witch's hat. I've got some ideas for the pumpkins. I've got some little boards cut to make some little pumpkin faces on. I'm just really excited about the Halloween ones. We don't decorate a whole lot for Halloween, but we do a little bit, you know, with signs and things like that. We don't like do, you know, a big old fancy, like, porch with scary stuff and things like that. But look how awesome that turned out. I absolutely love this sign. I'm going to switch this over to, so I can hold it up and show it to you guys. Isn't that cute? I keep going the wrong way. There we go. There we go. I love how that turned out. Turned out so cool. You guys, I'm really happy with that. I'm happy with that sign. I love it. I love it. I love it. And we've still got time, you guys. Let's just jump right into our other project that we have. I have this funky board right here. This funky board right here. It has some staples in it that I'm going to pop out real quick. We were at a consignment mall, antique type mall place. We were on vacation at one point, and we ran across this booth dealer that had a whole bunch of just scrap pieces of wood. So of course I had to buy a little bundle of them, and this is a piece that's left from that. I'm thinking I want to put these pumpkins on here. That's what I'm thinking I want to do. And obviously, let me open it up. The pumpkins are longer than the board. Okay. The pumpkins are longer than the board. Now I can do one of two things. I can slide this over like that, and I can get these 4 pumpkins on. Or I can just do the 3 pumpkins and then cut these 2 off. I'm kind of thinking I want pumpkin to pumpkin all the way down. Now this board is not straight or anything like that, so I kind of just have to guess where I want to put everything. So I'm just going to do that. And see this right here? I'm just going to take a piece of tape right there, and I'm just going to cover that little spot right there. All right, now that cuts this pumpkin off. So probably when we're done, we'll make that pumpkin go over that way a little bit farther. Now, the grapes would be pretty too. You know what? I didn't even think about the grapes across there. That would be pretty across there too. Oh, decisions. I think I'm going to do the pumpkins today. I think so. What I'm contemplating here is I was thinking about if I wanted to go over and grab some stain. I have some navy blue stain, and stain the front of this board, and then I'm going to, if it doesn't work, I'll sand it off. So hold 2 seconds. Let me grab my navy blue stain. It's just right here. Oh, I thought it was. Yeah, right here it is. I'm just going to grab this, and we're going to go across that rough cut with this navy blue, and then we'll have the orange pumpkins. I think that'll be really cool on there. I think we will find out, right? We will find out. Now this should just take me just a couple minutes. Not a big deal. So we'll see what it's going to be like going over there. Yeah, double-sided with the grapes on the other side. You're absolutely correct. I'm probably going to do that. Because like I said, I'd like to do my signs double-sided. Because I just feel like that's a wasted piece of board, of a surface that we could have put something on. Now look, see, this doesn't cover completely. I could get real crazy with it and try to get it to cover a lot more than just this, but I'm not going to. We're just going to kind of put this on here. See that? Just getting it on here. Just like that. See? Nothing. I could sit here and get everything. I could push that in to there if I wanted to. Or I can just do what we just did. We just went kind of over the top. Some spots are a little thicker than others, and leave it like that. I'm just going to I'm not going to cover that rough edge or where the tree bark is. I'm just going to kind of go over it just a tish, just like that. And that's it. That's it. I think this is going to be cool. Okay, hold your ears. I'm going to shut this, or I will knock it over. I have evidence of that underneath me right here. I dropped a whole quart of black stain one time. So hello, Miss Cheryl. Wood is so expensive. You are absolutely correct. Wood is very expensive. And so you've got to use what you have. And Cheryl's over on YouTube. Hey, girl. How you doing? I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm streaming on my page. Streaming into the Stencil Soul Sisters group. That's what's cool about StreamYard. You can stream in all the spots. You can do the double camera, all that kind of fun stuff. So anyway, yeah, wood's expensive. That's why I kind of like to do the double-sided of things. Now, let's put this on here. I'm going to slide it down because I kind of want the leaves to show. And let's go for it. Let's see what we came up with here. Now I'm going to grab this orange down here because I feel like, oh, it's pretty thin. Pretty thin. Yes, first time. Yay, Cheryl. Yeah. I'm going to grab this orange. I thought it was a little thicker. It's not. Where did my plate go? That's okay. So we're just going to, but I wanted a little bit brighter of an orange. Yeah, it's a little, just a tish brighter. It's hard to see on camera. It is just a little bit brighter. And we will, now this is all bumpy, all different, you know, it's not flat. So I'm going to kind of have to hold it down and go kind of easy. I don't want to get crazy and push real hard or anything like that. But we may have to stop here because I'm thinking now that I've seen this, we're probably going to have to stencil. Yeah. Okay, so let's put this back on. When you're going over a dark color, a lot of times you got to put white on first. Okay, so we are going to do that. So I'm going to grab some white chalk paint here, and we're going to go over it with white first and then the orange, and that'll make it pop. That'll make it pop a little better. But I'm going to start over here so that can get dry. Again, I'm just going to kind of hold that down, and we're just going to go over it with the white. And I'm not trying to get every single little spot. We're just kind of going over it because we're going to go over it with the orange. And, oh, geez, I keep moving it. Because it's okay if you move it. Just put it right back in place. Not a big deal. There's just not a real good spot to tape it down. Let me get these leaves too, because we're going to go over those with the with green. So, do you guys ever just go sit down and just create? Just get up in your space and just chill and relax and just create things, you know, just stencil some things and stuff like that. I like to do that when I have time. I don't have a lot of time for that, but I do try to make a little bit of time for it. But it is just so soothing and relaxing just to chill a little bit. Even white, you guys, that looks cool like that too, don't it? Doesn't it? It does look cool like that. But I'm going to go the orange, I think. I'm going to because it's kind of orange tinted down there. Okay. So, but it is kind of fun. And what's kind of cool, you guys, is if you know, we were talking about wood being expensive and things like that. You can always get you a like a mixed media pad, and you can create in your mixed media pad. You can use these stencils in there too, and make all kinds of fun things, neat little drawings and stuff that you could put in in frames and stuff. It doesn't have to be a wood sign. It doesn't have to be a wood sign at all. So, and mix your stuff up. You can mix your rice papers and your scrapbook papers and your printables and your stencils and all that kind of fun stuff. It's amazing the things that you can do. You don't have to just stencil on wood. So I know most of us do, but you don't have to. You don't have to. See how that got a lot more orange down there than it did down there? Because my white was still a little bit wet down here. So I'm going to go over this one more time. And it might be because I picked up the different paint. I've got 2 different oranges here, and I keep forgetting which one I'm supposed to be using. So let's look. See how cool that looks. Oh, I love it. I love it. Now let me get, and I already put my brushes in the water over there. But I've got some green right here. And let's get these leaves a little bit green. Just like that. But what I was asking, does anybody else do that? I like the white paint too. You know, but I kind of wanted the color. I think you could do it either way. Do it however you want to do it. And I may do it again and do it just in navy blue and white. You guys, I mean, why not? We're allowed to. It looks like I missed a spot of the pumpkin right there. Okay, so now let's grab some of that brown. See, that looks like that's dried up pretty good. Don't need much. Don't need much when you're stenciling. Just a little bit. A little dab will do ya. Right there. Now, you guys, if you don't follow me, I would love it if you followed me. I will be live real early in the morning tomorrow at 7:45 Eastern Time on Craft Around the Clock. If you're up, grab your coffee, come on over, and we'll do a fun project. I haven't decided for sure what I'm going to do tomorrow morning, but if I had to guess, it'll have to do with stenciling because I usually do a lot of stenciling projects, but we shall see. We shall see. Okay, let's see what it looks like. You guys, I love that. I love how this looks. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's get this out of the way. Looky at that. Yeah, Shanna, my thing is it is easy, girl. Rhonda, it is easy. It's very simple. Essential Stencil makes it so easy. Their stencils are so easy to work with. They're easy to clean and all that kind of stuff. So it's simple and easy. I just love it. Now look, my pumpkin's kind of missing over here. And I already put I'm going to fix that because that's going to bug me. And I probably would be the only one that I got white paint all over the handle of my stencil brush. I already stuck this in the white or in the water. So let's just use a paintbrush. Let's just use a paintbrush. But anyway, they make it so easy, girl. But Shanna, I go live in the mornings because it's right after I get off work. So I get off work at 7:18. So I'm able to hurry home and go live. And that just makes it just a little easier on me because, I've got a couple teenagers here that are in sports and jobs and driver's ed and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's why. There, see how easy that was to fix? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But anyway, yes, Shanna, you should try the early mornings. There's usually a lot of people watching. People are getting their coffee and watching. Oh, you guys, I absolutely love how that turned out. That turned out so cute. So cute. Let me pop this one up all by itself, this screen right here, so you guys can see the projects. So we did this real quick. I love it. Now see, you can see the white and stuff through there. That doesn't bother me. If that bothered you, take your little detail brush and fix that. It's just where my stencil was moving and things like that. So I love how that turned out. Then of course we have our little nut house nut. She turned out really cute. I think that's cool. This would be cool in the middle of a fall wreath. Would be really neat. Make a big, huge fall bow up here would be beautiful. I'm not a big bow person, but I do that. I will be live at 7:45 Eastern Time in the morning. And then we did this fun thing. So we'll have to, gotta decide what I want to do for sure. I got too many ideas. Probably, so there's our other project. So it will probably be, if I had to guess, if I had to guess on what I was going to do, maybe Halloween. Eek! I love Halloween, but I have some really amazing rice papers and stuff like that I want to do. So I don't know. I can't decide. And then in my subscription group, I'm going to be starting this week a Halloween junk journal. So I've got a whole bunch of Halloween papers, and we're going to make a fun little altered junk journals in my subscription group. My subscription group is $1.99 a month. You just go to the subscribers hub and on Facebook and join. But that's a project that we're going to start this week, probably Wednesday morning. I'm not positive, but I think Wednesday, but there's always replay. So anyway, you guys, we all greatly appreciate you tuning in to the Stencil Soul Sisters. Look for us next month on here, and we will, about the cat trans. Yes, I love the cat transfers are amazing. I don't know, are they? If you guys don't know what we're talking about. No, I put them over there. Anyway, they're amazing. They're cute little guys. So, did it marry unicorn spit? Yes, we love unicorn spit. So anyway, thank you for joining us. Join us next month with the Stencil Soul Sisters, where we use essential stencils and we just bring you an afternoon of fun little afternoon of stenciling. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your evening and an even better tomorrow. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.